In this video, we're gonna figure out once and for all which one is better, free weights or machines for muscle growth. Now, for the sake of this video, I ended up combining cables in the machine section. Now, if I had time later on, I might do a separate video to include calisthenics and cables in their own separate sections. But for now, just be aware of that. Now, for the research that was found on this topic, there were two notable articles that help our case. Now, the first one is using machines or free weights for resistance training in novice males, and the second one is the effect of training with free weights versus machines on muscle mass, strength, and free testosterone. And in the conclusion of both of these articles, they ended up figuring out that the adult males, novices in resistance training, can expect substantial positive training effects in 10 weeks time, regardless of using free weights or machine exercises. Now, although this article concluded that you won't experience very big differences between using free weights versus machines for muscle growth, it is important to note that that's not the only factor that we need to look at when we're actually deciding whether we should use machines or free weights. So let's take a deeper dive into that. So the first category that we're going to look at for potential benefits is the direction of the load. Now, when you use free weights, almost always, I can't think of any case where the load is not going straight downward. Because this is a free motion, you're always going to be bound to gravity, which means that the weight will be going down. If you're doing bench press, you need to be under the bar. If you're doing deadlift, you need to be picking it up, but the bar is still pushing downwards. This can have advantages and disadvantages. For machines, however, the resistance profile can be manipulated depending on which machine that you're using. Let's take, for instance, the cable fly and the dumbbell fly. For the dumbbell fly, a lot of times people can get injuries in their shoulder because there's a lot of weight going straight to their shoulder joint and they can't handle it, and they also don't get the best workout. But if you use something like a cable fly where the resistance profile is horizontal, you can provide more stimulus to your muscles and get a better workout for your chest. Now, it's important to note when you're picking an exercise for maximum muscle growth, ideally you want to make sure that the exercise is stretching your muscles throughout the full range of its motion. If you could do that better with a machine, you should probably opt for the machine. Now, if you could do that better with free weights, then obviously go for the free weights. So the next category we're going over is fixed motion versus free motion. Now, as I stated before, if you're using free weights, it's going to be a free motion, and this could provide benefits for your stabilization muscles and also for functional movement and functional technique. Now, on the other hand, the machines have a fixed motion, and a lot of people would think there's not any benefits to this, but there definitely are. Using a fixed motion can make sure that you don't overcompensate with other muscles, which helps you target the main muscle that you want to isolate a lot better. The next thing we have to look at is injury prevention. Now, a lot of times this can go both ways on the free weight side or the machine side, but more typically you will see people using injury prevention with machines. A lot of times people have knee pain and they have trouble squatting, so they'll opt for leg extensions or hack squats, something that puts a little bit less pressure on their knees. If they have problems with their back, they won't do a deadlift. They'll opt for something that could target their lower back without having to deal with all that pressure from free weights. And one of my most favorite things to look at is time-saving techniques. Now, I myself love free weights, but I can't deny that if you want to save time in the gym, machine workouts are definitely the way to go. A lot of times you're doing free weights, let's say the deadlift, and you have to add a whole bunch of plates onto your workout. It's going to cause you to waste a whole bunch of time unloading and reloading the bar just to get a good exercise in. If you're using machines, chances are you're not going to take that long. The only two options that you'll see for machines are the pin option, where you just put a pin in and the weight automatically increases, or you put a plate onto a fixed position, and once you do that, you can continue your workout. Either way, these are both a lot easier than you loading a free weight bar. But for the final answer, which one is better, machines or free weights? I think the answer, honestly, it depends. I think both of these have benefits and negatives that you should consider when you're picking each of these workouts. But in order to optimize your growth, you should strategically use both of these in your next workout plan to make sure that you're not missing out on any of your gains. But chances are, if you're worried about building muscle in any type of way, you're gonna want to know how to use creatine to maximize your muscle growth. So you want to check out that video, click this video right here. I appreciate y'all for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all later.